friends, what up and welcome back. Yes, I know it's been a very long time, but see, what had happened was I got married. So I was busy planning the wedding, and then we had a small ceremony, and then we had the reception about a month later. So I was busy planning the reception after the wedding. So the wedding happened in December, so I was busy planning that, and then I was busy planning the reception in January because that's when it happened also. And now today is February 14th, and I am back. So, hi, how we doing? I'm doing great. How about you? But I'm back today with kind of what's the word I'm looking for? A soft launch. I'm back with a soft launch, some new products for you. Not necessarily like a new brand, it's a known brand, but like they're not as accessible as they used to be. So Burberry did a soft launch of products, of new products on Nordstrom. Their products are available exclusively at Nordstrom's now. So they did a soft launch of a bunch of products. They did a foundation that I got, a concealer, a primer, eyeshadow, and setting powder, and I think some lipsticks, but I didn't pick up any of the lipsticks because they were all like shiny lipsticks, and you guys know I'm not a shiny lipstick fan. But we're gonna go ahead and try these products today because like I said, it's February 14th, happy Valentine's Day. I am going out, so I want to see how these products perform. Kind of a tricky time to be doing this, especially since, it's the first time I'm using them, so God knows what they're going to look like. But if you want to see this little soft launch of Burberry products exclusively available at Nordstrom, stick around because it's coming right up. Alright, so the product line is called the Beyond Wear product line. There is a Beyond Wear Perfecting Matte Foundation, then there's the Beyond Wear Perfecting Concealer, the Beyond Wear Setting and Refining Powder, the Beyond Radiance Primer, which I don't know if I'm going to try, but I probably should, and then the Eye Quad. So we're going to go ahead and try the Eye Quad first. My eyes are already primed and everything. Everything comes in really gorgeous packaging. This is what the compact for the quad, the Eye Quad looks like. It's gold and cream, or more like a bone color. And the shade that I got was, if I could open it, I think I got the one called Lush Pink or Blushed Nudes or something like that. Blush Beige, number 3. Let's see if I can open this. All right, there we go. So it comes with a mirror, and these are the shades. So we're going to go ahead and attempt to use a few of these shades and see what they look like on my eyes. So here we go. For once, I'm actually going to use a transition color. So I'm going in with this shade right here as a transition shade. I'm actually just going to use all 4 shades for once, right?
In the house, yeah, bring your home for your pretty in the shower. Nothing more can I look at. Just answer the phone, I'm going for the thing. Yeah. Pretty girl, wine for the thing. Yeah. You are the finest thing. Pretty girls get the finest thing. You girl, you are my blessing. Yeah.
All right, friends, we are not off to an auspicious start. I will say the eyeshadow is trash. There's fallout everywhere. Don't know if you could see, like right here. There's fallout everywhere. The colors are muddy. They are not especially pigmented, so yeah. No, for the eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go ahead and try the Bare, what is it called? Beyond Radiance Luminous Primer. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that this primer is going to emphasize texture. It's just a feeling I have just based on the consistency. This is what it looks like. Give you a little swatch on the back of my hand. Yeah, I have this a sneaking suspicion that it is actually going to emphasize texture, but I'm going to go ahead and be a sport and use it anyway. Doesn't really smell like anything. Now, if you have great skin, you could just like use this because it's really nice. It does give like a really nice glow, which I assume is what they're going for because the foundation is a matte foundation. So the shade that I got in both the foundation and the concealer is 110 Warm, but for whatever reason the concealer looks to be darker than the foundation, which is like really tripping me out. But we're gonna go ahead and try it anyways. This is what the concealer looks like. Doe foot wand. If it seems like I'm rushing, I kind of am because I'm late, so I'm trying to get everything done. So the prices aren't, I'm not saying the prices out loud because you guys know I don't know the prices, so I'll put them up here while I'm editing. But this is what the concealer looks like. It is in fact a warm, and one of the reasons why I had kind of stopped using Burberry is because their warms were always olive on me, but this concealer is actually a true warm. And I got 110 because it's like, I know that 110 is a skin tone shade for me in Burberry, so that's why I got 110. So I'm just going to sit here for a little while, let it get tacky, and then work it in. Alright, so I've been sitting here for probably, my husband. So I've been sitting here for probably about a minute. And so I'm going to go ahead and work the concealer in now. It's not like an overly thick concealer. I like the consistency. It's not too thin. Oh, it gives really nice coverage. Oh, wow. Okay. I can work with that. Look at that. It gives really nice coverage. Doesn't seem to be getting into any lines or anything as far as I can see. No, not getting into any lines. And the color, like I said, it's skin tone colored, so I could probably use a little bit more, but I'm actually just going to go ahead and leave it there. I'm going to read you some blurbs from the Nordstrom website about the foundation. What it is: a long-lasting Nordstrom exclusive liquid foundation with trench protect technology that goes beyond by combining 24-hour active wear with long-lasting active care and weather protection, which is great because it is nasty outside, for a flawless finish that lasts and is available in 38 shades, which is not a lot, but you know, for all skin types. What it does, this foundation helps to even out the complexion, blurs the look of pores, and help protect skin from external environmental factors, leaving it smooth with a natural matte finish. Its breathable, lightweight formula allows you to build coverage from medium to full. Its ultra sensory, creamy texture blends seamlessly to deliver all-day stay-true color. Inspired by the revolutionary fabric of the iconic Burberry trench protect technology emulates the same properties, acting as a shield to deliver breathable weather protection, high resistance, and comfort to skin. It creates a thin, water-resistant yet breathable film on your complexion, guarding against sweat, humidity, and heat. Key ingredients: bamboo powder, an ingredient that helps to deliver instant mattifying effect to skin; silk cotton tree flower extract, an ingredient to help balance skin and preserve the mattifying properties of the formula while providing hydration; Rosa Damascena and Darjeeling leaf extract, ingredients that provide antioxidant and anti-pollution properties. So like I said, I got 110 warm. This is what it looks like. The glass bottle is frosted, so you can't really see the true shade. But I did pump it out on my hand before. It is a thin consistency, which is interesting considering that it's supposed to be like a matte formula. You kind of have to shake it before you use it. I forgot that, so I'm going to pump it out again. There we go. And this is what 110 warm looks like. So because it's supposed to be matte, and you know, now that I'm looking at it, it kind of sort of does look olive. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try it anyway. So because it's supposed to be medium to full coverage, I am going to be using a damp beauty sponge because I find that it gives me more control over, you know, like the intensity of my foundation. Yeah, it's a little bit olive. It is perfumed. Well, not... I wouldn't go so far as to say perfumed, but it does have a scent. Yeah, it is olive. It's a warm olive. But I was prepared for that eventuality. Yes, I was. Because I know Burberry Foundations. Alright, here is one side of my face with the foundation and the other side without the foundation. As you can see, the color match is good. However, it's olive. It is olive on me. And Burberry foundations tend to be olive on me. I knew that going into it. So I did also pick up the setting powder because of that. I picked up the setting powder because I knew almost without a doubt that it was going to be olive. But the good thing about it is that I can wear an olive undertone foundation. It doesn't necessarily look terrible on me. And I kind of sort of want fuller coverage tonight because I've been breaking out like crazy these past couple of weeks. I think probably from like the stress of planning the wedding. Well, I should say the past couple of months. Stress of planning a wedding and then a reception afterwards. Kind of sort of wish I had done everything all at once. Yeah, kind of in hindsight, kind of wish I had done both at the same time rather than doing them separately, because it was double the stress. Never do that if you can help it. I don't even remember why we decided to do that. Oh, we just wanted like a small ceremony. It was just us and like 2 friends each, and then you know, everybody came to the reception a month later. Okay, so this is the Beyond Wear Perfecting Setting Powder. This comes in 4 shades, and I went ahead and got the deepest shade because, like I said, I kind of had a feeling that the olive was going to be, you know, a problem for me. So that's what this shade looks like. I may have, yeah, I may have underestimated how dark this was going to be. And so I'm hoping that that little white bit in the middle. Ooh, this is a nice finishing powder. Has the same scent as the, yeah, so the dark bit, the white bit in the middle is actually helping to not make the outside part so dark. But I feel like if you just needed to use the outside part, you could. So the foundation, the powder is really, really nice. It does give like a very airbrushed look to the skin. So, and this is kind of my face. I'll be right back. Okay guys, this is my face for the night. It is now 5 minutes past 7. I should have been out of here a while ago because I still have to pick up some sushi. But this is what my face looks like. My first impression of the foundation, it is a very matte foundation. So what we're going to do, because we like a matte look, but we don't want to look dry and dusty. So what we're going to do is we are going to use our Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Should I use a setting spray? I should use a setting spray. Mostly because, not because I don't think this foundation is going to last. I think this foundation is going to last. It is matte enough that it will probably last all night. But simply because the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is a funny enough, it gives you a dewy finish, even though it keeps everything in place. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Okay. So this looks better to me than what we had going on before, right? Because it was a little bit too matte. But my first impressions of this foundation is that it is a decent foundation so far. I could have used a shade that, the shade is fine. The shade is fine. The undertone is a little bit olive. It's not anything that I can't work with. I think the powder kind of balanced it out pretty well, so that's good. But this is my first impression of it. I kind of like it. It's comfortable on the skin. The smell dissipates after a couple of minutes. And it's pretty. It's pretty as hell. It really is. So this is my first impression. If I am coherent when I get back here tonight, or in the morning, I will go ahead and do an update. If not, I am going to do a second day's wear test of the foundation without a primer. And then I will go ahead and tell you what the results were for tonight. So this is what my face looks like for the night. I will be back here. I don't know what time I'm coming back here. Honestly, I really don't. But if I don't update you tonight, like I said, I will update you tomorrow. So I will see you in about 15 seconds for day number 2. Bye. Hey guys, so I am back. This is not the end of the video that you think is. Wait, what am I trying to say? This is not the end of the video that you think it's going to be. So the reason, okay. So I did not do a second wear test on this foundation, not on this foundation. So I'm doing a wrap up of another foundation, and I decided to just come back and do the wrap up for this one as well, simply because I am not going to be wearing this foundation again, because I am taking it back to Nordstrom. I have decided that I don't care for it, and it's the reason why I don't care for it has nothing to do with the foundation itself other than the color. So let me tell you about the foundation and then wrap this up so you'll know how the foundation functions. First of all, this foundation is bomb. That's number one. The only problem that I have with this foundation is after I put it on, when I went into the bathroom, I'm wearing a different foundation now. I'm not wearing that foundation. When I went into the bathroom to look at myself, I was yellow AF. Like, it didn't look that bad in here. But when I went into the bathroom, I was yellow. It was too late for me to change it because, like I said, it was Valentine's Day and I was going out. So I had to wear it, and I forgot to bronze my face. So I went out there looking like all of this right here was so yellow. So I went out of my house looking like that. Luckily, it was nighttime. Anywho, we wound up spending the night at a friend's house. And because I was not prepared to spend the night at a friend's house, I wound up sleeping in my makeup. Now, that is something that I have not done in years. Like, I'm talking about, I haven't done that since like my early 20s, okay? And I am 48. So that is something that I haven't done in years, but couldn't be helped because I have very sensitive skin and I trusted the foundation to not break me out more than I trusted using someone else's skincare products and trusting them not to break me out. Because, like, I don't know how many of you guys know, but I don't use Western skincare products. They're very harsh on my skin. So I only use Asian skincare products, specifically Japanese skincare products. So because I didn't have any more products with me, I wound up sleeping in my foundation, my whole face. Why, when I woke up the next morning, my face looked exactly the way that I went to bed with it? Like, literally exactly the way that I went to bed with it. No movement, no slippage, no fading, no nothing. The foundation literally lasted 24 hours on my face. Well, was it 24 hours? What time did I put it on? I'll check the timestamp and I'll put it up here. But I think I put it on something like around 7:30, I think it was. And, well, it lasted at least, I want to say 16 hours, looking perfect, because I didn't get home until about 11 o'clock the next day. So, because I woke up at like maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. And it was, no, I woke up at 9:30 and it was an hour, 9:30 or 10 o'clock, yeah. And it was an hour drive from where we were to get home. So I didn't actually wind up taking the foundation off until about like 11:30. And it still looked perfect. Now, it did not break me out. It didn't break me out, number one, which is hallelujah, praise God. It didn't break me out. There was no slippage, no fading, none. No fading at all, which is like a good and a bad thing because I still look yellow. But there was no fading at all. It just still looked the way that it looked when I put it on. So what I can say about this foundation is the color was right. The undertone is what was wrong. If the undertone of this foundation was the perfect, it would be the bomb of foundation. But because, you know, it's an olive undertone, which kind of sort of knew that going in because Burberry foundations tend to have olive undertones. If it wasn't for the olive undertone, I'd be keeping this foundation, put it that way, because I actually really like it. It had no smell. Like, it had like a slight smell that went away very quickly. But it stayed, you guys, for like 16 freaking hours. Like, legit. So anyway, my verdict on this Burberry Beyond, what is it called? I don't even know because I put it in my bag to take it back to Nordstrom. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Beyond Matte. Was it Beyond? Yeah. Burberry Beyond Matte Perfecting Foundation. The verdict on the foundation is that it's a good foundation. If you have olive undertones and you're darker skinned, it's a good foundation to get. Personally, for me, it's not going to work because I don't have olive undertones and it's really olive. But it's a bomb foundation. However, I will be taking mine back to Nordstrom. I am keeping the concealer though. I am keeping the concealer because concealer is a warm undertone concealer. And I like its skin tone on me. So it looks really good and it offers really great coverage. So I'm keeping the concealer. I'm keeping the primer, but I'm taking back the powder, that god-awful eyeshadow palette, and unfortunately the foundation. So that is my verdict for the new Burberry soft launch from Nordstrom, their Beyond collection. The foundation is a great foundation. I actually really like the primer as well. I thought it was going to emphasize texture, but it does not emphasize texture. It just gives the skin a nice glow. The concealer is chef's kiss. Beautiful concealer, great coverage. The eyeshadow palette, trash. The colors are muddy. The colors are muddy. They don't, it blends well, but the colors are muddy. So what's the point of blending well if the colors are going to be muddy? So the eyeshadow palette, you can do without it. The perfecting powder is not necessary. I don't find it to be necessary, but if you don't have a finishing powder, it is a very nice finishing powder that, and if you like pressed powders, it's a nice finishing powder that, that gives you a really nice airbrush finish. So my verdict on the collection is a nice collection. I think if you are thinking about picking it up, you wouldn't go wrong with picking it up. And once again, it's only available at Nordstrom. It's a Nordstrom exclusive, and that's where you'll find it. But my verdict on the collection is I like it. It's a nice collection. They also have lipsticks. I didn't get any of the lipsticks because they're shiny, so that was going to happen. But I like it. I do like the collection, and I would have kept the foundation had it not been so olive. All right. That's it. All right, guys, that's it. I'm in a little bit of a rush because this is like my 5th video for the day and I have to go eat before it gets too late. But as usual, thank you for joining me. And as usual, it's been real, it's been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.